Okay guys, welcome to the back nine at Horsham Golf. We are going to quickly run you through the carry-on video to the front nine at Horsham Golf, which has already been posted on the channel. We're going to talk you through shot for shot what I would do around this course off the black tees, which is right at the back. So what I do every shot, talk you through it, and hopefully you can gain a bit of understanding about how best to play this course. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, right, 10th hole, Horsham Golf, 321. It's a bit of a blind par 4. The line is just over this tree on the corner on the left. I'm going to hit driver, which is a bit of an aggressive play. That should leave me a little chip on. So we're just going to hit driver. It's relatively open. Just over the corner of that tree. You almost want to go left of the halfway hut, which you can see in the distance. Try and get over the corner of that tree there. Absolutely strike that. That should be absolutely perfect. Okay, right, so I've hit a pretty good drive up here. I've gone a little long, if I'm honest. I would rather be down on this little bit of fringe here, but this isn't too bad. It's a pretty straightforward chip. I'm going to try and go just left of this flag. I don't want to go too far right because you might float the bunker, but if I just try and get this pretty much at the flag, just left of it. Little bump and run up there. There we go. Couple of feet, landed it down there. I actually went and had a quick look up there. The ground was quite firm, so I knew I could land it short. Always best to try and inspect where the ball's going to land if you can for a chip. If it's going to land soft, you know to land it further on. Yeah, nice little shot. Okay, so quite a good little chip on. Left myself 2 or 3 feet for a birdie. See if we can just brush this one in. Good. Birdie on number 1. Off we go. Right. Hole 11. Off to a good birdie start on 10. Tricky little tee shot this off black. You've got a big tree here. There's wind kind of into off the right, so I don't want to go too far right. There's obviously the 7th hole down the right hand side there as well. This is really, there's bunkers down the left. I should carry those really if I hit a good one. So I'm going to try and get over the corner of this oak tree, just the left hand corner. And that should be in line with the fairway somewhere. Let's see if I can hit another good one at the last hole. Driver. Let's see what we can manage. Lovely. Little cut up the right hand side. It should, the fairway basically banks a little bit off the left. So I'd imagine that would be fairway bound. That was good. Okay, so I've got 97 yards to this flag. It's a bit of an awkward spot here, so I would have loved to have been over on the left-hand side of the fairway to give myself a better angle in. Just cut it a little bit too much on right side of the fairway with a very tricky shot into this flag. Wind into, slightly off the right. I've got a gap wedge. I'm going to try and land this around 105, I think. See what we can conjure up. 105 into wind. So there we go. That's a good shot. Left side of the green, avoided the downslope. Seemed to land relatively softly. Got another little birdie chance. So, hit a pretty good shot in here. Surprised it didn't roll on a little bit further than this. A little downhill right to left putt for a birdie. See what we can conjure up. And I think this is probably maybe a foot outside the right. I mean, I'm not likely to make it, but still going to give it a good chance. Give it a go. Don't mind a right to lefter because my tendency is to have a slightly open face, so a right to left putt kind of cancels the two out. See what we can do. Right edge. Oh, there's no. I thought it was going to be a lot quicker than that. It's a bit sad. Didn't get it to the hole. Never mind. So it's a 4, solid 4, birdie and a par. How does this work? There we go. Okay, right, par 5, 12th, lovely hole. There's a bunker down the left. Now off blacks, it's about It's got to be 250, something along those lines, 260. It's wind off the left. You can't really tell when you're back here because there's trees just here which kind of block the wind, which usually comes across from the left-hand side. So if you're going for the green in 2, if you're long enough, ideally you'd be down the right-hand side of the fairway. Even if you go right semi, you're usually okay and got a nice line in. To be honest, any shot in the fairway here is good because it makes that approach shot a bit more controllable in terms of how the ball's going to come out. If you're coming at the semi, you can't really judge how it's going to fly and how it's going to spin, so ideally a fairway here is ideal. But to be honest, it's relatively open once you get down there. Let's have a look. Down the middle. Lovely. Down the right side. That stayed in the air for absolutely ages. Yeah, perfect. Can't get that much better if I'm honest. Okay, so hit a really good drive down that hole. Must have gone 320 or so, did hit it really good. I've got 187 to the front of the green, so I'm going to go 7-iron. Now my 7-iron goes about 185, and this pin is literally perched over this big oak tree, if you can see that in the background, over that oak tree, right in the left-hand corner. It's a horrible pin position, but it's all downhill, downwind off the left. So I'm thinking this 7-iron should go probably 190, 195 possibly. Hopefully leave myself a little bit higher the hole and to the right. So we're going to go, some might call this the tiger line, over the top of that tree with a little bit of fade. So if I finish this right at the hole, it's a good shot. Yeah, a little 7-iron over that tree, quite like this shot. See what we can do. I've hit that really nicely. It's fading back, has it got the legs? Tell you what, that looked pretty close to me, if I'm honest. Or it could be in the water, but I think it might be close. Right, okay, hit a pretty good approach shot. Hit just where I wanted it to go. Went about 195, just straight over the top of the pin. You can't see because the camera's in front, but I've carried straight over that oak tree. That was good fun. That was a nice shot. So pretty straight uphill putt. Looks a little slow being later in the day, but uphill putt for an eagle on this par 5. Always handy when you have a 7-iron into a par 5 off the back tees, but there we go. So straight up the hill, looks a little woolly. See what we can do. Got a break. No break. Oh well. Tap in birdie. Would always take that. Off we go. Okay, so we played 10, 11, 12. Birdie, par, birdie. Not half bad. 13th hole. Tricky little par 3 this. This is basically 1, 3, 4 off these black tees to that middle flag. So when it's white, it's middle. When it's yellow, it's at the back. And when it's red, it's at the front. It's kind of sat over this little ridge. So basically 1, 3, 4 is taking a little bit off a pitching wedge for me. So I don't have to hit this too hard. But it's downwind as well, so that'll help. It's just a nice smooth wedge, I think, this one. Just try and go pretty much straight at it to the flat part of the green. See what we can get. Fit it nice. Yep, that's good. It's about pin high. Just to the left of the flag on that nice flat part. Yeah, nice little P wedge. Right, so gone a little longer than I thought on this one. Just overshot it slightly. Thought I was going to be pin high. So I've got a bit of an awkward one here. We've had some new grass put in, so I've got a bit of an awkward line front. I'm going to try and chip it over at my 52 degree onto an upslope and just let it trundle up. This isn't anything too technical, but it's still a bit more difficult than it should be, really. Over that. Good. Yep, perfect. Right, good little chip to a couple of feet, a little bit of a breaker, but it shouldn't be anything too drastic. Just off the right there. good. Nice up and down for a par. I tell you what, when you ever get out of this hole, hole 13, if you ever make par, it's a good par. Easy bogey hole, you've got water down the right, trees down the, sorry, water down the left, trees down the right. It's always a good par, always a good par. Tee shot, 14th hole, par 5, quite a long one. It's playing into wind off the right. I'm going to go 4-iron. Now the thing is here, you don't want to hit too much club to mean that if you hit it right or a little left, you're not going to be blocked out by the trees. You want to hit the right club, not to get yourself in that pinch point, but to make sure that if you miss it, you're still going to be okay to get a shot over the trees and advance it a nice distance up the fairway. So I've gone 4-iron, probably leave me 20, 30 yards back from the trees, and I'll have a nice clear shot over, fingers crossed. There we go, little 4-iron. Right, so I don't think I can get to the green from here. I've got to go over this oak tree that's right in front. I've got a 5-iron because I'm erring on the side of caution of being able to get over this tree. I've got a slight downhill lie, which is going to mean my ball comes out a little lower than usual, so I'm not going to risk it and take 4-iron in the fact that I could just clip the top of the tree. So I'm just going to go 5-iron. Should be able to advance it quite a long way up there. Just over that oak tree. A little bit of draw. That was nice. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Straight over, should just be short of the green. I'm glad I did go with a 5-iron because that was real close to hitting that top of that tree. So always, just think if you've got a tree to go over, err on the side of caution. It's not worth taking too little loft and not being able to get over. So take a club more loft. Right, okay, so approach shot left me here. I've gone over these 2 oak trees, just short of the green. I've got 67 yards and I'm into a little bit of wind. So even with pitch shots, always try and keep it underneath the wind if you can. So you're going to hit a much, much less lofted club. I'm going with my gap wedge, my 52, rather than my 56 or a 60. And this is really pins right at the back. I can really try and chase one up there and try and keep it low, which is the plan. Chase it low, 57 yards, 67 yards, ball back in the stance, see what we can do. Roll out, roll out, roll out. Just got a little bit too much spin, but see how I kept it low? That wasn't a bad effort, it just spun up too much. All right, it's okay. Keep it low under the wind with pitch shots. Okay, right, so that approach shot wasn't, I say it wasn't my best because it's still quite far away, but I did hit the shot I wanted to hit, but it's just the spun up so much. It's come a little bit short. So sometimes I think you can give yourself a bit of a break. If you hit the shot you wanted to hit, but it hasn't played out like you thought, you can kind of give yourself a bit of a break. So we've got an outside chance for a birdie. Outside the right edge. Could be good, could be good. Oh, outside chance for a birdie. Drains it. Looked in all the way, that, to be fair. Birdie number 3. We'll take that. Right, so hole 15, tough shot off black. Now, if you're not long enough, you ideally want to lay this one short of that bunker. It's a bunker around 240. Quite luckily, I am long enough to get over that tree. So if I hit a good drive, I should carry it. I'm going to aim at the left. If you go left and over that tree, there's nothing, there's no danger. If you slice one off to the right, there's a bit of trouble down the right hand side and you have to take a drop. So we're going to aim a little bit down the left. It's fine if you miss it left side of the fairway. Try and get one over that tree. Lovely. Cutting back to the fairway. Hold the fairway. Hold the fairway. Hold the fairway. Yeah, good. Nice drive. Little cut down the left. Lovely. So we've got nice little shot in. I'll be honest, that drive, we measured it just then, has gone about 355. All wind though, all downwind, so that's probably why. Anyway, we've got a nice little shot in. Now there's a little downslope. When this pin's at the front, it's just a little downslope towards it. So I'm actually going to try and land this a little bit short. Try and get it to really just trickle up onto the green and then just roll down to the flag. I want to go a little bit long rather than short, because long will leave me an uphill putt. But yeah, this is just a little nudge onto that green. Hit the upslope. Yeah, good. A little along the hole, looks like 5 or 6 feet. Yeah, not bad, pretty good. Okay, hit a pretty good chip. I've left myself a little of a curver. I think this is probably a cup outside the right for birdie. Looks like it turns a fair bit there. Again, this is probably one of the chances you would like to convert. See if we can just get this one sent home. Oh, wow. I was convinced it would turn a bit more than that. Hit a good putt though, to be fair. Missed it on the high side. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Oh well. Ooh. Good par. Whoops. Another par. We'll take it. Another par. So, it's 155 from back here. Middle flag. Ideally, you don't want to go left. If you go a little bit right, it tends to bounce off the hills on the right and go onto the green. So I think I've got a little bit of wind off the left-hand side, so it's not going to take. Basically, the miss is not left. 155 is just a good 9-iron for me. This. Up that hill. Sit. Be the right number. Be the right number. Yeah, looks good. Just right at the flag. Right yardage, basically down the right hand side of the green, it kind of dips into the fringe slightly, so I might be in there, but I think I'm level with the flag. Good club. Lovely. Okie dokie, so I actually went a little bit further than I thought. I thought I was pin high, but it turns out I'm about just the 25 or 30 feet long. Never mind. Hit it too good. So this looks relatively straight, maybe a little bit off the right. It kind of sun's in my eyes. It's difficult to see this. Okay, it's just good lag putt. Focus more on pace. Get it nice and close. Down. Wow, not my best effort. Now, I was convinced that was going to go a little bit right. God, not the best. Right, not the best part of my career. Weight wasn't too bad, but direction was way off. So, hold this to save the par. Pretty straight and uphill. Nice and firm. Oh, I went left. 2 colossal misreads on the 16th green. Right, it's first bogey of the day. Never mind. Right, 2 under. Right, so this is a little dog leg right. It's 250 to carry the bunker, so I should get over that with my driver. We're just going to try and peel a little fade around the corner. Nothing too drastic. Just see if we can pay one. Little fade one over there. There we go. Lovely. That's cutting nicely around the corner. Should leave myself a little wedge on. Right, so hit a lovely drive. I've left myself with the greenside chip. A bit awkward though. I've got a mound halfway through, so I'm either in two minds. Am I going to chip it into the mound and let it roll on with like a pitching wedge? Or do I try and skim it on the top of the mound with the 60? I love my 60, so I'm going second option. Yeah, so I'm just convincing myself in my head that that's the right shot to hit. Yep, 60. 60, 60, 60. Little soft, delicate one over there. Roll out. Didn't hit it great, if I'm honest, but it's about 6 feet away, just short of the hole. Tough lie, we'll take it. Okay, right, so yeah, I didn't hit the best chip there. It was a bit of a tough lie, so we'll take getting it to here. Straight uphill putt for a birdie. See if we can bounce back after that silly bogey on 16. See what we can conjure up. Oh, wow, hit the lip. Another good putt. Another easy par. Easy pars, that's what we like, stress-free. Wouldn't mind just holding one more of these birdie putts. Never mind, stress-free. Voila. Okay, right, so we've got 165 into wind for the final hole. I'm going to take a 7-iron. Don't have to hit it too hard. When you're into wind, just try not to hit anything too hard because you'll spin it more. So we're going to see where the 7-iron goes. Good. About 12 feet away, just right at the flag. Safe shot. Right club. Here we go. Final chance at a birdie. I've had so many looks today, but I've hardly converted any. This looks pretty straight. I'm putting this because basically it's barely off the green, so I can putt this. It looks pretty straight, slightly downhill. This should have a good look if I hit a good putt. This should have a good chance. Can you put one last good putt in there? Oh, close. Gave it a good try. Never mind. We didn't make the final birdie. But good par to finish. 2 under on the back 9 with a silly bogey on the par 3, just a 3-putt. But apart from that, pretty good golf, not too bad. I hope it helps. If you play here regularly, it's definitely a video which I hope you enjoyed. Just try and take little bits of it, try and make it applicable to your game. Obviously we're playing off blacks, and I've got an advantage of being able to hit it quite far, but hopefully you took a couple of things from that and enjoyed it. So let us know how you get on, let us know if it's changed your game. Leave comments in the box below, or follow us on our Instagram page. And please, if you don't mind, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and you'll see much more. I'll see you all soon.